All right, so let us begin this journey, like sitting down with a close friend who loves telling stories about the people we see, lighting up our screens and filling our playlists. And the first name that comes to mind is Blake Lively, because she has become one of those stars whose career, her fashion, her family, and even her sense of humor online make her feel like someone we know personally. Her rise to fame with Gossip Girl made her a household name. Her style has been praised around the world, and every time she steps onto a red carpet, she brings with her not just glamour, but a kind of effortless confidence that makes people want to emulate her. But what really makes Blake special is the way she balances career, family, and philanthropy. Her love story with Ryan Reynolds has become one of Hollywood's most adored relationships, full of laughter, authenticity, and support for each other. And together, they are not only a power couple on screen, but also a duo who put their energy into charity causes, whether supporting hospitals or raising awareness for important issues. They have shown that being a celebrity is not just about living in the spotlight, but about shining that light on others and speaking of using fame to inspire. Justin Baldoni is another name that resonates strongly with fans around the world, known for his role in Jane the Virgin, but even more admired for his work off-screen as a director, producer, and advocate for compassion and vulnerability. His film, Clouds, told a moving story that touched millions, and his book, Man Enough, opened conversations about masculinity, empathy, and being true to oneself. Justin represents a new kind of celebrity, one who sees the platform as an opportunity to heal and uplift. And in that sense, his journey intertwines beautifully with stars like Blake, because they remind us that even in a glamorous world, there is space for kindness, authenticity, and service. And from here, the tapestry of celebrity stories expands, because Hollywood and global entertainment are filled with individuals who took dreams and turned them into legacies. Take Beyonce, for example, who began as part of Destiny's Child and went on to become Queen. A cultural icon whose artistry, performance, and philanthropy set standards that others can only aspire to. Her Coachella performance was not just a concert, but a cultural moment celebrating history, resilience, and empowerment. And through her Bay Good initiative, she continues to give back to communities worldwide, showing that superstardom can coexist with service. And just as Beyonce captivates audiences across the ocean, Shah Rukh Khan captivates billions in India and beyond. His story is the kind that inspires dreamers everywhere, from losing his parents young to building himself into one of the most successful actors in the world. He has become a symbol of hope, perseverance, and charisma. Fans gather outside his home in Mumbai every day for a glimpse of their hero, and his philanthropic contributions to healthcare, education, and disaster relief show a man who never forgets where he came from. And then there is BTS, the K-pop sensation, whose music messages and bond with fans called ARMY have transformed the global music landscape. Their journey from a small company in South Korea to world domination shows what passion, authenticity, and teamwork can achieve. Their songs speak of self-love, resilience, and hope, and their speeches at the United Nations prove that music can be more than entertainment. It can be a global voice for change. And while music transcends borders, so does fashion. And Rihanna is the perfect example of how a young girl from Barbados turned her dream into a global empire through her music. She conquered charts. But through Fenty Beauty, she changed the beauty industry forever by prioritizing inclusivity. Her Savage X Fenty shows are not just fashion events. They are celebrations of diversity and empowerment. Her Clara Lionel Foundation continues to support education and relief programs around the world, proving that her artistry is matched only by her heart. And as we think about empowerment, we cannot forget Zendaya, who represents a new era of celebrities rising from Disney Channel, beginnings to becoming a fashion trailblazer and award-winning actress in shows like Euphoria. She has inspired young fans to embrace authenticity. Her red carpet appearances push boundaries, and her voice on issues of diversity and representation continue to echo far beyond Hollywood. These journeys remind us that celebrities are not just entertainers, they are storytellers, role models, advocates, and sometimes even lifelines for those who look up to them. And with each story, we feel more connected, more inspired, and more entertained, eager to see where the next chapter in their lives will take them. And as we continue this journey through the vibrant world of celebrities, it is impossible not to pause and reflect on Taylor Swift, whose career has been a masterclass in evolution, resilience, and connection with fans. She began as a teenage country artist, writing songs that felt like diary entries, and grew into one of the most powerful figures in global music. Her ability to reinvent her sound from country to pop to indie folk has kept her artistry fresh and relevant. But beyond the music, her relationship with her fans, known as Swifties, has created a community that feels like family. Her generosity is legendary, whether surprising fans with handwritten notes helping pay for tuition or donating millions to causes she believes in. Her story is one of fighting for artistic ownership, advocating for young women in music and proving that talent paired with determination can break any boundary. And while Taylor has been rewriting the rules of music, Leonardo DiCaprio has been using his platform to shine a light on the planet. His career is filled with unforgettable performances from Titanic to The Revenant, but his off-screen work as an environmental activist defines him as much as his films. The Leonardo DiCaprio Foundation has contributed to conservation, climate change awareness, and indigenous rights, reminding us that fame can be a tool for global change. And when it comes to stars who use both artistry and voice for empowerment, Lady Gaga stands tall from her breakout. With Poker Face to her Oscar-winning performance in A Star Is Born, she has never shied away from using her platform to champion self-expression and inclusivity. Her Born This Way Foundation empowers young people to embrace kindness and resilience, and her advocacy for mental health and equality has made her a beacon for millions. Her iconic performances, whether at the Super Bowl or the Academy Awards, prove that she is both a showstopper and a changemaker. And speaking of changemakers, Oprah Winfrey is perhaps the ultimate example of a celebrity whose influence transcends entertainment. Her journey from poverty to becoming one of the most powerful women in media is nothing short of legendary. Through her talk show, she built a legacy of empathy, empowerment, and connection with her audience. Her philanthropic efforts, especially in education, like the Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls in South Africa, demonstrate her commitment to uplifting the next generation. Her story shows that even the harshest beginnings can be transformed into a life of influence, impact, and generosity. And across generations, another figure who radiates inspiration is Keanu Reeves, beloved for roles in The Matrix. And John Wick, he is equally admired for his humility, kindness, and quiet generosity. Stories of him riding the subway, giving up his seat, or secretly donating millions to hospitals and charities have turned him into a symbol of genuine humanity in Hollywood. His career proves that being an action star does not mean losing touch with humility and gratitude. And then there are figures like Selena Gomez, whose openness about her health struggles, mental wellness, and resilience has made her a powerful advocate for self-care. While her music and acting career continue to thrive, her work with Rare Beauty and its focus on authenticity and mental health support has changed the way the beauty industry interacts with fans. She shows that vulnerability can be strength and that sharing your story can heal others. And in a different corner of the entertainment world, Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi demonstrate how athletes too can inspire beyond the field. Their rivalry has been called the greatest in sports history. But beyond the goals, records, and championships, both have dedicated themselves to philanthropy. From funding hospitals to supporting children in need, they prove that being legends on the field is only part of their legacy. Off the field, their humility and generosity make them global role models. And as the spotlight shifts, we find stars like Demi Lovato, who has turned personal battles into platforms for change. Her music carries themes of healing and resilience, and her advocacy for mental health has resonated deeply with fans facing similar struggles. Her journey is proof that even in moments of vulnerability, there is space for growth and hope. And this thread of overcoming challenges continues with Miley Cyrus, who evolved from Hannah Montana to a bold artist, unafraid to reinvent herself. Her voice, her activism, and her Happy Hippie Foundation dedicated to youth, homelessness, and LGBTQ support showcase her as a figure who embraces reinvention while never losing her core message of authenticity. Together, these stories intertwine to form a larger narrative that fame, when paired with purpose, becomes more than entertainment. It becomes a light guiding millions toward inspiration, resilience, and compassion. And as our exploration of the dazzling world of celebrities continues, we find ourselves drawn to the story of Rihanna, whose journey from a young girl in Barbados to one of the most influential figures in music, fashion, and business is the definition of inspiration. Her voice brought us unforgettable hits. Her presence on stage captivated the world, and her ability to transition into a business mogul with Fenty Beauty and Savage X Fenty changed industries forever by placing inclusivity at the heart of her brands. She showed that beauty is for everyone and that representation matters. Her philanthropic work through the Clara Lionel Foundation has supported education, health, and emergency response programs around the globe, reminding us that true success is measured not only by accolades but also by the lives touched and uplifted. And when speaking of uplifting others, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson shines as a figure whose charisma, strength, and perseverance have made him one of the most beloved celebrities of our time, his transformation from a struggling football player to a wrestling superstar, and then into a Hollywood powerhouse shows that resilience and hard work can carve paths where none seem possible, but beyond the big screen. He connects with fans through positivity, motivational messages, and acts of kindness. His story is a beacon for those who believe in second chances and the power of determination. And as we move through these interconnected lives, we cannot overlook Shakira, whose voice dancing and artistry have united fans across cultures. Her Super Bowl performance alongside Jennifer Lopez was a celebration of Latin heritage, and her Bare Feet Foundation has provided thousands of children in Colombia, with education opportunities proving that she uses her platform to bring joy and change simultaneously and in a similar way. Jennifer Lopez herself has become more than just a singer or actress. She is a symbol of perseverance, reinvention, and dedication. Her ability to shine in music, film, fashion, and business makes her a global force. Her halftime performance was a culmination of decades of hard work, and her advocacy for Latino representation has opened doors for countless others. Her story teaches us that age is never a barrier to greatness, and across the oceans, Deepika Padukone stands as a figure of grace and strength. She began as a model in India and rose to become one of the most celebrated actresses in Bollywood and even in Hollywood. But beyond the screen, her openness about her struggles with mental health and her creation of the Live Love Laugh Foundation have broken stigmas and inspired millions. Her journey is a reminder that vulnerability and courage often walk hand in hand, and as we look to another global star, Malala Yousafzai. Though not an entertainer in the traditional sense, her story belongs in this world of inspiration as she became a symbol of courage, education, and resilience. She stood against adversity with grace and now uses her platform to advocate for girls' education worldwide. Her voice proves that celebrities can emerge not only from music or film, but also from the fight for justice and equality. And this interwoven web of stories continues. With Pharrell Williams, whose creativity in music, fashion, and design has made him an icon, his song Happy became an anthem of joy and resilience. And his entrepreneurial ventures, from human-made to philanthropy efforts, show that art and kindness can coexist seamlessly. And then we have Billie Eilish, who broke into the industry at such a young age, redefining what pop music can be. Her authenticity, vulnerability, and unique artistic voice have connected her with millions of fans who see themselves reflected in her work. Her environmental advocacy and openness about mental health show that even in youth there is wisdom and impact. These journeys carry us forward like chapters in an unfolding book, each celebrity contributing a verse that blends glamour, struggle, kindness, and triumph. And together they remind us that the world of stars, though glittering on the surface, is truly about humanity, connection, and the shared stories that bring us all closer. And as the flow of stories carries us deeper into this shimmering world of stars, we pause to celebrate the journey of Angelina Jolie, who has become a timeless symbol of both Hollywood excellence and humanitarian dedication. Her roles in films, like Maleficent and Girl Interrupted, have cemented her as one of the most versatile actresses of her generation. But her legacy extends far beyond the screen through her tireless work with the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees. She has traveled to conflict zones, advocated for displaced families, and inspired millions to see compassion as an action rather than a word. Her story is proof that celebrity power can be a force for change, and alongside her stands Brad Pitt, whose career has been marked by unforgettable roles and whose philanthropic work, especially through the Make It Right Foundation, has helped rebuild lives in New Orleans after Hurricane Katrina. His journey shows the power of using influence to heal and restore. And as we shift the lens toward Will Smith, we see a star who has entertained across generations. From The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air to blockbuster films, his energy, humor, and charisma have defined his career. Yet what resonates most is his ability to connect with audiences on a personal level. His exploration of personal growth, resilience, and family has transformed him into more than just a movie star. He is a figure of relatability and inspiration. And as we glide through this constellation of icons, Adele shines with her voice that carries both strength and vulnerability. Her journey from a young British singer to a global powerhouse is defined by authenticity. Her music has provided comfort and healing for countless listeners, and her candidness about personal struggles makes her feel like a trusted friend. Her legacy is one of reminding us that honesty is beautiful, and music can be a balm for the soul. And then there is Madonna, the queen of reinvention, whose decades-long career shows the art of staying relevant by pushing boundaries, breaking stereotypes, and embracing transformation. She has been a voice for empowerment and freedom, and her influence in both music and fashion has paved the way for countless artists who followed her. Her story is about never being afraid to evolve, and through that evolution, inspiring generations. And when we look at cultural icons who changed the world, Michael Jackson stands as a figure whose artistry defined pop music. His performances were legendary, his creativity unmatched, and his legacy continues to influence artists worldwide. His philanthropic efforts, though often overlooked, were vast, supporting hospitals, orphanages, and global causes. His story shows how one individual's talent can shape an entire era. And then turning towards sports, Serena Williams emerges as a legend not just in tennis but in the broader world of empowerment. Her dominance on the court, her resilience in the face of challenges, and her voice for equality have made her one of the greatest athletes of all time. Her story reminds us that determination, discipline, and self-belief can break barriers and create legacies. And in a parallel path, LeBron James represents excellence. In basketball and philanthropy, his I Promise school created opportunities for children in his hometown of Akron, Ohio, and his leadership both on and off the court shows that success is best when shared. His story is one of using talent to uplift entire communities. And as we weave through the journeys of stars, we find Chrissy Teigen, who has become beloved, not just for her modeling or television work, but for her openness, honesty, and humor. Her candid presence online has built connections with millions of fans, and her vulnerability in sharing personal struggles has brought comfort to countless others. She is a reminder that authenticity in the spotlight is a powerful gift. And then we arrive at Zac Efron, whose journey from Disney heartthrob to versatile actor and environmental advocate shows growth, reinvention, and passion. His Netflix series Down to Earth highlighted the importance of sustainability, and his ability to combine entertainment with awareness makes him a figure of impact. And as the story continues, we feel the momentum of each star blending into the next, forming a portrait of a world where talent meets purpose, where fame meets humanity, and where inspiration is the most lasting legacy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more positive and inspiring deep dives into the world of entertainment.